Rupees 162 crore spent. 10.6 million households surveyed. 2015's Karnataka's Caste Census finally leaks. Muslims population 12.87%. Lingayats population 11%. Vokkaligas population about 10%. SC/ST population about 24%. And reservation guaranteed. Brahmins population 2.6%. Jains population just 0.7%. Arya Vaishya, Mudliars, Nagartharu, and many more. Overall general category population just 6%, which is less than 30 lakhs. That is the great Indian art of selective visibility, where some vanish quietly while others queue up for their share of justice. Karnataka's 2015 caste census data. Here's the leaked truth, unofficial, uncomfortable, undeniable. On the left, all comfortably afloat in the reservation tide. Take a look at the right and things shrink. No voice, no volume, no vote value. Because when general category communities disappear, it isn't news. It's just a rounding error in political planning. Congress proposal based on 2015 caste survey. So what did the Congress party do with this deeply revealing data? They proposed raising reservations to 85%. Yes, 85%, including the 10% for the economical weaker section of general category. And that brings the reservation for religious minorities to 75%, OBCs to 51%, Muslims to 8%, SC/ST maintained, and the remaining sliver. Oh, well, for the 5 to 6% of the general categories left out. No quota, no noise, no need. That's the truth. That's not a policy. That's a vote bank arithmetic formula where merit is mocked and representation is redistributed based on volume. In their world, justice isn't blind. It wears caste-colored glasses. Oh, by the way, Karnataka's Congress government did have a backlash, and that backlash is even baffling. Backlash on Congress proposal. Here's the plot twist. Even some minorities weren't thrilled. The outrage didn't come from Brahmins or Jains alone. It came from within the quota circle. The All India Veershaiva Lingayat Mahasabha, led by former top cop Shankar Bidri, outright rejected the leaked caste census, calling it unscientific and launching their own parallel survey. Yes, their own survey. The Raja Vokkaligara Sangha, headed by Mr. Kenchappa, threatened statewide protests, saying Vokkaligas were undercounted. He said undercounted. So, the numbers are more and still minority? Well, we shall discuss about what constitutes to minorities according to Indian laws later. Let's continue with the backlash. Even sections of the Muslim leadership grumbled. The revised 8% quota? Too little? Some called it a token. Why the backlash? Because even within the reserved, not everyone gets reserved real estate. Imagine that. Minorities protesting other minorities? Because the minority within the minority didn't get enough of the minority share. Welcome to India's newest Hunger Games, the Caste Edition. A world where social justice is now a competition and everyone's a contestant, except the ones who aren't even allowed into the arena. Recount or distraction. Now, another census survey is underway. But in Bengaluru, BBMP workers were caught pasting survey-completed stickers on vacant houses, closed shops, and unvisited homes. People watched it unfold. Survey not done, but stickers already slapped on. Some officials were suspended, but the farce was exposed. So is this another data exercise or a sticker-based scam to control the headlines? When facts don't help, fiction fills the void. And some more taxpayers' crores vanishes, along with trust. Let's now talk about who is actually minority in India and why this entire process is absurd. In India, minority is not based on numbers. It's based on religion. Yes, religion. So much for secularism. Yes, as per the 1992 National Commission for Minorities Act, only Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Parsis qualify, and recently under pressure Jains, though not all sects, were included in 2014. That's it. Brahmins, 2.6%. Kodwa, 0.2%. Some without actual figures, but even lesser. Saraswat, God Saraswat, Kayasth, and parts of Bants, Vaishya, And Shetty subgroups? Still listed under general. No minority status, no affirmative action. I am not even going into detail of all castes, just scratching the surface. The demographically minority is not minority, but minority by caste. Though demographically they are way high in numbers are termed minority. Ooh, that's democracy. This isn't inclusion, it's confusion, written into law. Just when you thought you've seen it all, the next section is even more mind-boggling. Mandal Commission. Colonial roots, modern injustice. Let's give credit where it's due. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's reservation model was rooted in real historical oppression, designed to correct centuries of exclusion for Dalits and Adivasi. Made sense. Was required for that time. Let's move forward. Mandal Commission 1979. It introduced socio-economic criteria for defining backwardness. A necessary evolution? Yes, absolutely. There were a lot of economically weaker ones which needed more representation, help. The Mandal Commission in 1979 expanded this to include social and economic backwardness using 11 socio-economic criteria. So far so good? But here's the flaw. The entire model was based on 1931 census data. I was initially surprised. But then yes, from the last caste survey data from 1931, British India era. That data was already 50 years outdated when the report came in 1980. Let me say that again. India's largest affirmative action framework now is based on a 90-year-old British era data. It's almost a century old, yet forms the basis of modern reservations. We're driving policy in 2025 using a census from pre-independence colonial India. That's not empowerment, that's inertia. India changed, society changed, but the larger quota formula frozen in colonial ink. Rahul Gandhi, Congress and the coming caste census. Rahul Gandhi has long championed caste census nationwide. And in 2024, Modi's government said yes. A national caste survey is coming by January 2026. But in Karnataka, Congress already had the data. 2015 so-called detailed caste census. A golden opportunity to correct imbalances, strengthen secular values, and course-correct a broken system. But what did they do? They proposed 80% reservation, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi in an interview says, merit is a flawed concept. Really? So are we heading toward justice or digging deeper into division? Because let's face it, neither BJP nor Congress or any damn political party today can imagine a manifesto, debate, or rally without appeasing caste minorities. Why? Because the shrinking communities of general category don't bring votes. And when votes vanish, so does visibility. The real reform we need. The answer isn't to expand quotas to everyone. It's to rethink who needs protection and why. In my humble opinion, just based on economically backward criteria. A chance to give everyone the right opportunity. We need a new commission, a modern justice framework, based on updated, verifiable socio-economic data. Not caste, not religion, but access, opportunity, and deprivation. Because if reservation is meant to uplift the weak, then no weak group should be left behind. Secularism and fairness questioned. India says it's secular. But if secularism means protecting all small communities, then why are so many being erased from the system? If quotas are for the weak, why are the smallest uncounted, unlisted, and unprotected? Are we rewarding loudness or solving real inequality? Because this isn't about justice anymore. It's about survival through numbers. And the smallest communities, they aren't just statistically irrelevant, they're politically invisible. Thank you. And follow Forgotten India for more such stories.